What's going on, guys? TKD123 back with a video, and today we're going to be talking about a brand new album that I just reviewed this week. And I've put in a lot of hours, and a lot of time really on this project. I have been driving all around the place, going to university, going to all these other things, where I'm getting, like a lot of things, just I had a lot of errands to run. I had a lot of errands to run, a lot of things to do this week. So I have plenty of time with this album, and I feel like I have a pretty good opinion on it. May not agree with a lot of people. It may, maybe it might match your sentiment, but who knows? We're gonna get right into it. So this week I reviewed Future's new project, self-titled Future. And this, is no slouch of a project. This is very, very long. It has a lot of tracks on it. It's very in-depth, and it spans, I think, 17 tracks. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's that many tracks, and it goes for just over an hour. I believe an hour and 3 minutes. So it's a pretty extensive track here. I mean, it's a pretty lengthy, pretty meaty album. Pretty beefy. Meaty. Wow. It's long. It's long. Just take that into consideration. He just dropped this last week, so it was it's pretty hot right now. It's a late release right now. Like, it's pretty up to date, if you will. And since this dropping, he has actually dropped a whole entire other project. Now that project I'm gonna take a little break on. I'm gonna wait on that one. I'm saying, just let it ride out, whatever. And I'll review that here in the coming weeks, because I have albums I want to review right now that are not Future. And so I want to kind of just diversify what I'm going to be listening to and reviewing overall. But we can see here clearly that Future is focused. He is putting out so much music, so much content, and that he is not backing down, at least anytime soon, as far as we can tell, because we have gotten 2 projects within a span of 1 week. Like, that is absolutely absurd. And some guys, like, I guess the overall theme I have for this album is that it is fun to listen to. It's a great album. I like it. I enjoy my time with it, but it doesn't have anything that is crazy insane or crazy good. Like we see on a lot of other trap albums, where we have, like, let's say, Culture, from Migos, right? They have T-Shirt and Slippery, like those top tier songs. There's not really a song here that really does rise up to that level above the album, right? Like, there are better tracks than some. I have a favorite. I'm saying, like, there are better tracks than some, but I wouldn't say that it's risen up to that level we got with T-Shirt, with Slippery on Migos album. You know what I'm saying? Going in on the intro, Rent Money, it's very, very energetic. I love that track. It's very hype. It is through and through a Future banger, and it's just a fun track to listen to. And we go on to that, we go to Draco, which is probably among one of my favorite tracks when it comes to banger quality. Like, this is such a good track. It's such a banger. I'm saying? It hits hard in the car or whatever. And then after that, we got Super Trapper, which is arguably probably better than Draco. They go hand in hand, but the fact that they're both back together, it is awesome to hear those 2 back to back, and it is a great combo of tracks. It's very, very good. And then we go on to my favorite album. I mean, my favorite track of the entire album, which I feel is Mask Off. Like Mask Off is brilliant. I love that song. It has a nice kind of like gritty, dark instrumental, but it's one of those vibey songs. You know what I'm saying? You guys know me. If you guys like listen to my reviews a lot, you guys know that if I have a track that has vibes in there, or that has like a nice atmospheric instrumental to it, I'm gonna like it automatically. That's just, I guess, my style that I skew towards, but I definitely do like Mask Off. And then we have the fan favorite, track of the entire album, which is, I'm So Groovy, which is pretty much a track that is getting a lot of attention, getting a lot of traction, whether it be on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. We hear a lot about I'm So Groovy, and it is a very good song. I'm saying? It has a little bit of like a low key R&B-esque feel to it. I'm saying? Where I guess it's vibes too, but it's not really the vibes that you get with Mask Off. Just Mask Off is a little bit more of a different feel to it than I'm So Groovy. I'm So Groovy is a little bit more upbeat. It's a little bit more, lighthearted, if you will. And it's definitely, you can see why it's a good track that a lot of people are, really getting attached to. It's definitely, a top tier, in that opinion. And then we have the track Might As Well, that goes right after that. Is through and through. It sounds exactly like an R&B album. It has, these themes and these terms that, are very much real, relevant to R&B in a way. It's, very much, not really what Future talks about in a lot of ways. But, with that being said, it was nice to hear, a different, type of feel to Future, right? And we are, we've been hearing lately that since Future has dropped his other album, Hendrix, right? Since he's dropped that album is getting R&B touts all the way. Like a lot of people are saying that it's very much of an R&B type of style feature, and that's something that I cannot wait to review. I cannot wait to listen to, because I don't know. I just like to see artists at least experiment and try new things. For example, Donald Glover with "Awaken My Love." That was very much a different thing from his passings at rap. So it's nice to see a little bit of exploration, if you will, with artists. But Massage in My Room, I got 20 freaks in the room. Like, dude, good. Good. That song offers a nice one-liner that anyone can remember to. What I'm saying? There's plenty of them on this album. Like, there are plenty of other one-line hits that everyone's gonna remember, everyone's gonna know about, everyone's going to attach to this album. And one of them is 20 Freaks in My Room, because it's just, I don't know, it's witty. I don't know, whatever. Then we have again, with the somberness of an R&B feel with When I Was Broke, and it's him talking about this girl saying that, oh, like, you were there for me, whatever, even when I didn't have money, even when I didn't have resources, even when I couldn't support you fully the way I wanted to, you were still with me. So then that is definitely much of a more of a sad R&B type of feel to it. And it's kind of cool that we were getting hints of this even in Future right here in this self-titled album. And then we go to Hendrix. At least from what I've heard, it is the complete entirety is pretty much R&B. It's pretty much him singing, having a different type of style to it. So it's really cool to kind of see that kind of birth here in this tape, and then a fully take its toll and really take its vision later in Hendrix. And then we have the finale of the album, which is The Feds Do a Sweep, or like Fed Sweep, something like that. Something about I forgot the style of the song, but it's mainly about not really about his homies in the hood dying or whatever. Like, he says that explicitly in the song. Like it's not about them dying, it's about the feds coming in and just taking them to jail for whether they be dealing drugs or whatever, stuff like that, or doing something illegal. And he basically talking about that, and it's very much of a somber, like, it feels to me like that. What was that Wayne track, that track with the Wayne in the Game, oh my god, I forgot, that like really sad R&B that like came out, I want to say maybe 2011, 2010, and it definitely does remind me of that, where it's more of a track that's talking about serious, kind of rap type of themes to it, but it has a very somber and sad feeling to it, and it's a very interesting way to end the album in a lot of ways. It's very interesting, to just kind of end it in that tone when the majority of it, was more trap, hype, whatever, and that's really not a bad thing. It's just I didn't expect Future to end an album like that, And by far, my least favorite track of this entire thing is Scrape. Oh my god. If I have to just Scrape one more time, I think I might, shoot myself outside. Like, dude, Scrape, oh my god. Because it's just in the backgrounds, right? Future is doing the skr, and like, okay, it's cool for like the first time. And then when it's literally done, maybe 40 times throughout the entire song, I can't, no. I am never touching Scrape again. That song is so annoying. Nope. But what's not annoying is the skits in this album. Now, skits, we haven't really, heard a lot of skits in albums as of late. We have interludes, that's kind of a different thing to it. But, we haven't had full-on skits, in a project for a while now. At least I haven't seen. Maybe there are cases where, it's been around, in the industry, and maybe I'm just not, listening to those albums or whatever, or, whatever the case may be. But, skits is something that, I really haven't come across to in a long time. And here we have skits as well. We have two of them. We have the first one, which is on Zoom. And both skits take place in like a radio host type of feel to it, where like they're getting interviewed by a radio anchor or something like that. And those skits are some of the most funniest and some of the most memorable things about this album is those skits, because we get the first one here with Zoom. I believe it was track 3 or 4, whatever it is, and it's about these three guys that are reminiscent of like Amigos type of thing or whatever, and they are basically on this radio show, and they win this rapper kit where it's like a 12-year deal for 9 albums, and like they're over here and they're going blah, 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 and they're just being outrageously annoying and outrageously like stereotypical to like a rap group right now. It was a very funny thing. And then we go on to the other skit, which is on Flip, where it's the same radio station, it's the same host, and this lady wins some package. I forgot what it was some package, but then she is gonna get off the phone, and then the host like, okay, I'm in the phone call, thank you for calling, whatever. And then she goes, no, hold on, let me shout out my @ name, and her @ name is Stop Pocket her name is Thought Pocket underscore. That was the listen, Thought Pocket underscore is the best line out of the entire thing, dude. Like, you can't name a better line than that. Thought pocket underscore, come on. Brilliant, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, overall, you know, with this album in the future, right, there are a lot of things to like about it. But you know, there's a lot of good tracks. There's a lot of good skits. There's a lot of good memorable lines to it. There's a lot of things that you will remember, you know, leaving this album. You know what I'm saying? But there's also a lot of it where it just sounds, you know, pretty much Future. It sounds, you know, like I guess the same old, if you will. You know, there's not a lot of, you know, risk taking in this, and it sounds like in Hendrix there's gonna be a ton of risk taking, which I cannot wait to listen to that, you know, in the coming weeks here. But you know, just with this project right here, it's good. I won't say it's bad. I won't say it's bad at all. Like, it's like, if you like Future, if you like trap, you're gonna like this album overall, I feel. But there is just that kind of element where there are those hints, you know, and there are those like little sections of greatness in this album, but the majority of it, arguably the majority, but you know, there's a huge part of it that, you know, is just things that we've already heard from Future, things that we've already heard in the industry overall, and it doesn't do anything, you know, to test you know, Future as an artist. And, you know, obviously that's not maybe the premise of this. You know, obviously, you know, we don't expect every artist to somehow, you know, redefine and break you know, the terms and the walls that they're in, that they have created for themselves. You know, that's obviously not every artist's intention, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, with this, it came to a level where it was just like, okay, like we've heard this, you know, we've heard this, you know, that's basically what it is, right? It's very much a album that you're gonna recognize, I feel, you know what I'm saying? So overall, that was my review on the Future self-titled album, Future. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and then share down below in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.